Hello, Jason here, and this is your aftermarket update for June 5th, 2015. So it was a good day here at the Oil Trading Group. We had a really nice OTG trade of the day. We did follow it up with a quick loser. I'm going to show you that here in the video. And that losing trade was a bit unfortunate. I'm going to explain what I mean by that here in just a moment. We did have two major announcements today. Really, one announcement or one economic report, and then we had the OPEC meetings all day, which provided some volatility on crude as well. Of course, we had the non-farm payroll report. That is the one-time employment report that comes out every month, and it does have the ability, and generally speaking, moves the market very aggressively. We did end up taking an opening range trade here. This was our OTG trade of the day. It was really nice. Admittedly, it was a quick entry here this morning, and you're going to hear me talk a little bit about it being quick on the entry. But that's why we talk about when you come in and you're getting ready and you're there ready to trade, because sometimes these opportunities happen fairly quickly, and especially the opening range trade. While we do have a good idea that the open is going to be there. Obviously, we know what time it is. The market is scheduled to open every day for the regular trading hours, but it is that lead up into it that gives you some idea, and sometimes whether or not to take this trade. Sometimes that trigger can occur fairly quickly. So again, that happened today, and so when you're in here, one of the things that we ask is that you are ready to trade. You're at your desk, you're paying attention, all of those kinds of things, just like you would with anything else that's important to you. So anyway, here is the chart for the opening range trade. It's a 1-minute chart that we look at, and this blue box represents the range. And of course, this second line here, which is a little bit difficult to see because it was the RTH session open as well. This secondary line is the entry line, and you could see that the market went from 99 all the way down to 83. So we got in this around 98 for the OTG trade of the day, and this portion ended up being 150 ticks. So this was the 149 ticks to be precise. This was the 149 tick OTG trade of the day. Now, what you're going to see here on the video is you're going to see me write this down. This video is about 27 minutes long, and then you're going to see me get long, and I actually take an 11 tick stop. You're going to see me get long right in this area right here. And this is what I'm saying, it's a little bit unfortunate. I get long right there, right? Now, what's unfortunate about it is I get long here, I get stopped out for 11 ticks, and then it runs up. So my expectation level was that we would pause and stop and get a reversal in this zone right here, and you're going to see me take this trade. And then, of course, it goes all the way from what was going to have been my entry at 57.09 all the way to 59.23. So it went 200 ticks off of this area here. So even though I got taken out a bit prematurely here, it did end up doing what we thought it would do, which really, it's you win the battle but lose the war kind of thing. And so we did have that picked out properly up at the top up there, or the bottom down there, and our entry just ended up taking us out. And there was a lot of momentum coming down into that long, but that's the way those support and resistance levels work, and we took that opportunity. So ended up taking an 11 tick stop there. It doesn't diminish the fact that we had a really nice day in here today based on that initial opening range trade. I pulled up the market maker levels chart here for you, because what I want you to see is we did get long down here, okay? We did get long here at this 09, and the low of the day is right down here at 83. Well, if you take a look at your market maker levels, and I'm going to turn off everything but the structure signal. We're going to turn off the revisions. We came right down to the tick of the daily structure target. So that the way the behavior pattern of these levels are, when you get this close underneath the daily structure signal, then you do expect the market to come down potentially to this daily structure target. So you may ask yourself, well, why didn't you just have your target down there and then get long down at the bottom? Well, you absolutely could have. And so, trading is about making decisions, and our support and resistance levels are generally very strong. You could have had really probably the better idea if you wanted to be take the aggressive entry there at 09 long and have your stop down underneath the daily structure target. That would have been a 30 tick stop, and that would have been too much. So I really expected the market to stop right in this zone here, at least pause, give us maybe a chance to get 10, 15 ticks, and I could have been done. But with all of that heavy momentum, it did come all the way down to your market maker levels. That's the bad news. The good news is look at the accuracy of your market maker levels here. So again, that is a good thing to know that our levels get adhered to frequently here in the room. All right, so the OTG trade of the day is about 27 minutes long. I'm going to let you listen to that here in just a second, but just to recap, we took the opening range trade, the OTG trade of the day, 149 ticks. We did get in and get long down that area, almost immediately got taken out, but then almost immediately came back up over that level on the day. So, you know, it's a really good news, a little bit of bad news scenario on the day, but overall we ended up with a very handsome result to end the Friday and get our weekend started. So I'm going to let you watch that OTG trade of the day. And so again, without further ado, here is that OTG trade of the day. I popped it at 98 rather. And so this is the opening range trade. I've taken that opening range trade short. I'm in it right now. That was a little quick. I get it. But I am in it because I believe we're going to come down to into the 69 level here. So if we get down to, I'm going to go ahead and bring the trail stop right here to break even. Well, it's going to do it automatically. So there's your first target off. 69, 68 is your secondary target. Okay, there's your second target down there off the chart. The final target down below you here is right down here to the 161.8. It's 26. All right, and I'm going to bring this trail stop down here to 71. Actually 72 on the trail stop here. 26 is your final target. This is going to probably come back and get me up here. 69 is kind of that sweet spot. Stop at 74. Stop at 74 right now on the final one. Yeah, that's your opening range trade. At 8:13, the market has a projected time frame move long at 8:13. And there's 71, 72. Yeah, that was fast. I'm sorry. That was fast. I get it. $26, if you're in, 26 is your final target down below you. And you know what? Your final target is not 26. Your final target is 09. $57.09. 57.09 is your final target down below. 8:13 a.m. is good, Bob. I'm glad you're able to get it. That's excellent. I'm glad you got in on it. So you should come. We're at this step here now. I don't know if we'll come all the way down to that next step below it, but my expectation level is that we'll come down into it, down to 09 for the final. But at 8:13 a.m., I have a potential time frame move. We may run into support at the daily structure signal at 39. We may run into support at the daily structure signal market maker level there at 39. All right, you got some ticks, which is good. That was stop right now 74. Sweet, Calpesh. Excellent. Nice, John. Sweet. Several dudes. Good. 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 Sweet. So, you're going to laugh. I got me a new gadget yesterday at the behest of my son. Actually, he wanted one. And he said, "Oh, Dad, you need to get one too." And it was one of those. I'm still in this trade, by the way. My trail stops at 74. And it's one of those Fitbits, right? There's an iceberg order at 65, by the way, while we talk here. There's an iceberg order at 65. And we just made it through. But I got one of these Fitbits, and it allows me to monitor my heart rate here. So I can tell this trade's nice and relaxed now at this point. All right, 09 down below is your final target. At 8:13 a.m., we have a higher time frame potential long here at 8:13 a.m. Now, we may run into support down in these areas here. It's 41 ticks positive. We get to 50 ticks here, I'm going to get aggressive on the stop. Yes, Kareem, I did, as a matter of fact. All right, 09 is your target down below. It's 51 ticks here now. Just like I said, I expected this market to be really stale and not move. I mean, just like I said. Right? Just like I predicted. The market not to move, to be stale, and really just not do anything here. So, see, I just nailed it every day. I just nail it all the time. 71 on the trail stop. 09 is your final target, although 26 at the low down there, it may pause there. It may pause there. All right, so 69, we may come back up into 69 at 8:13 a.m. I have a time frame for a potential long, but it's going to have to break through that area up there at 82. It's going to have to break through that area up there at 82. That's all right, Bob. One lot's fine. You know, when I met with John Hoagland and Connor at Top Step back in December, one of the things that they were harping on and really wanting to make a point of is that they wanted their traders to be able to be successful with one lot, right? They wanted them to be able to be successful with one lot. And so it's that whole idea. If you can't be positive in sim, then you're not going to be positive live. If you can't be positive with one lot, you're not going to be positive with four lots, right? So you got to be able to figure out how to do that and how to get positive with your one lot. So Bob, the fact that you're trading one lot there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's the best way to go about it if you to look for consistency, right? So anyway, yeah, so that and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee at 7-Eleven. That's just my take on it. All right, so again, 26 to 09, somewhere down there at 8:13 a.m., which is in 4 minutes. You have a timing idea, an idea for a timed move at 8:13 a.m. Which number, Kareem? Did we just get through it? Probably. Gotcha. Clear out the book here. Stop still at 71. Now, this looks like on the 1 minute, this looks like a little bit like a, yeah, maybe not, never mind. 8:13 a.m. is where there is a time frame projection to occur, and the probability of that is to the long side. But you got 10 minutes on either side, and it wouldn't be a valid entry until you got through 74 up top. It wouldn't be a valid entry till you got through 74. I think this is going to come on down into the 09 level. That's the next step on the chart here. That is the next step, is down at 09. $98 limit orders, 99 limit orders long at 45 down there. You do have, as Kareem was pointing out, you have some iceberg orders popping in and around here right now. That it's at 50. Right now it's at 50. And my entry, 98 to 68 is 30 ticks. To 73 is 25 ticks. I'm protecting 25 ticks here. Yeah, we need a nice back flex from you, Kareem, to get this thing moving here again. Oh, what a load of horse hockey. All right, so 146 limit orders long at 45. I'm hanging on for the target down below you here at 09. Hanging on for the target down below you at 09. At the open of the next bar, you've got a higher time frame long here. And so let's see here. What to do, right? It's at the open of this bar right here. I'm going to bring the trail stop down now. Well, I'm going to bring it down just a wee bit to 71. This is the higher... This bar right here is the higher time frame projection for a move. The probability is to the long side, which means that there would be a valid entry up here at 75 on a buy stop. There'd be a valid... Could be a valid entry up there at 75 because of that time frame long. The next time frame here for a short is 9 a.m., right? That's 9 a.m. So if you get north of that 69 level, that is a possibility. You have 103 limit order short at 60 right now. I'm looking to hang on down to this 57.09. But we are in the face of this somebody making a run on the beans. Got it, David. Thank you. David PR, one of our other live Top Step trader guys. Harmonic pattern aficionado. Telling us that right in this area is the end of a target on your harmonic patterns. $42 also on my support and resistance area, my beta support and resistance zones here, right here. Right? 42. Still looking. If we break this through here, we should be in decent shape. So again, like I say this repeatedly, it's more about the time of day that the move is projected than it is the direction. And this trend finder, the OTG trend finder that we use as a filter, is telling you there would be nothing to do from the long perspective because the trend is to the downside here. I agree, Kareem. I agree. Anybody still in this with me? Just out of curiosity. Cool. Sandra, yeah. Good. Kareem, yes. Sweet. Mike, yes. Alan, no. I'd love to get this down to that 09 level, says Captain Obvious. That would be a decent place. That would be a decent place to get long. It'd be a decent place to get long down there. Oh gosh, duh. So we came down into the daily structure signal, which is here at 40. We gotten down to 43. That's providing the support right now, is that daily structure signal. No, and that's understandable. That's understandable, Bob. You have to kind of pick and choose off of it, right? You can't assimilate everything. At least I can't. Let me say it from my perspective, right? I can't assimilate everything that's going on all of my screens at one time. I just can't, and talk to you, and try to trade, and try to, blah, 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 right? And so I just pick out a couple of things that work for me, that I like. And what you'll see me do, you'll notice that I do not use it as an order entry filter. Okay, I have my entries. What I'm using it for is to try to see what's going on around us, so I'm not surprised by, and place orders on two platforms, exactly. I try to go through here and just pick out, I like to watch where the iceberg orders are. I like to see where the momentum is on the chart, et cetera, right? I have some other additional order flow tools off screen that I use, but it's just hard to assimilate everything. So, I get, Bob, what you're saying for sure. Derek, send a private message to Kareem and tell him what you need. No, that is good. That's really good, Bob. So we have come down to this daily structure signal. Your time frame for a potential long at 8:13. Just a side note on the thanks, Bob. Yeah, no, that's great. We're glad to have both you guys in here for sure. Absolutely glad to have both you guys in here. One more word on the membership stuff. There is a link to a video, and if you just unlock your mind just a little bit about that video, it is 2 minutes in length. There's really only two steps. You go to the link that's in there, you put in your email address, you put in your password, and you click submit. And then you go to the next screen. You have to reconfirm your email address, the one you just used. You put in a password of your selection, another password. I think you have to reconfirm it. And then you hit submit, and you're in the back office, and that's it. Now, when you get to the back end, the membership site, your content won't be unlocked until you send me an email. And there's a link to the sheet that you need to follow. It's 2 steps. You get your machine ID off your NinjaTrader. If you don't have a machine ID, it's fine. You don't need it if you're not using Ninja, to unlock your indicators. But if you are using Ninja, it's a very simple process. You give me your machine ID, and you send an email to Dave at info@oiltradinggroup.com, and that is it. It's that simple. Once you do all of those steps, I go in and I unlock all of your content. Your content's not going to be immediately unlocked until you finish the steps. And I have a very clear, I think it's very clear. Hang on a second here. And I'm watching this. My trade is still up there. My stop is still, my stop is still up at the top at 71. My stop is, and that's where it is. Hang on a second. And again, I think you guys are making this way more difficult than it is. Once you're here, okay, once you're here into the back end, none of this content is going to be unlocked for you yet, okay? Good gravy. Okay, whatever. None of this content's going to be unlocked for you yet until you go right here. Steps to complete the membership registration. If you don't have a machine ID, then skip this step. Step number 2, send an email to info@oiltradinggroup.com. That's it. It's no harder than that. Once you do that, and you must do that, until you do that, none of this content will be unlocked. But the first thing that will be unlocked is this welcome to the Oil Trading Group. That is going to be unlocked for you. Okay? And that's it. It is no harder than that. And I explain it all right here in this first little video right here, right? And this video lasts a minute and a half. And it's just that simple. So if you just don't make it harder than it is. It's just a very, very, very simple process. Please don't make it harder than it is. And I'm saying that because some of you guys are making it harder than it is, really. I'm still in this all the way down to 09 until we get north of that. Until we get north of 69. Good luck, David. By the way, until we get north of 69, I'm still short to 09. Yeah, it's a really, really, really easy process if you just don't get all hung up on your own personal technology foibles, I guess is the best way to put it. Anyway, so here we are. Yeah, I know, Alexander. It's okay. I mean, we tried to... Admittedly, when I went through that phase with Platform Purple, that was a hard insert your favorite F word process. Okay? That was a hard process. That, no doubt, was a hard process. Okay? But this isn't. It did. Platform Purple, as the 14-year-olds on the baseball team in the dugout will say, sucked balls. All right, 09 is my final target down below. Telling you guys, it goes step to step to step, right? And it's 09 is your target down below. Now, we're going to come down to the low here. So I'm going to bring this trail stop back to 51 now. I'm going to bring it to 51, 52 here on the trail stop. 52 on the trail stop. No, that's all right. Hey, again, never complain. I know you're not complaining, but you put nice ticks in the pocket. That is all good, right? That is all good. Target down there. Why do I have 5? Oh, am I getting long down there? Is that what I decided I was going to do? I didn't mean to do that. Why do I have 5 down there? Am I getting long down there? Boy, I don't know about getting... Yeah, I am going to get long down there. I'm going to get long at 09. I'm going to take this to my target and get long at 09. So just one last comment on that stuff. That is going to be the way you access the room probably by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So if you haven't already gotten yourself squared away, and we're gonna keep talking about it, and Monday I'm gonna tell you, or Tuesday I'm gonna tell you, you need to get it done today because tomorrow it's over, right? The old way will be closed out. And then you try to get into the room on the next day, it may be a little bit more difficult to get you situated while we're trying to get traded here. 85 is the structure target down below. All right, there's 29.28. I'm going to go ahead and bring the trail stop. So it's 70 ticks positive here. I'm going to go ahead and bring the trail stop down from 52 to 38. We'll make that 50 ticks down to, or 60 ticks down to 38. We just popped down to the low at 19. If we get down there to like 13 and it bounces somewhere between 13 and my entry at 09, there's 78 ticks. Going to bring this down from 38 to 33 on the trail stop. And we're going to try to pick up 91 ticks here. 89 ticks here. And see if we can't reverse it for a few ticks. Now, I'm telling you right now, I get in at 09 and I get positive. Okay, remember I said 13 or lower and it bounces. We're going to go to 28 on the trail stop, 70 ticks. There's 14. No, this is good. We like this. There's 14. You have an iceberg order at 16 and 15. So we'll get through this. 09 is the long here. Bring the trail stop down to 23 here. 23 on the trail stop. 98 to 23 is 75 ticks. We just hit 13. If we bounce, there's 12, 11, 10. Ooh, that's close. Okay, bring the trail stop down to 18 here. Trail stop's at 18. There's 10. There's 9. And I'm in long at 9 now. Okay, I'm in long at 9. So we wrote it. So I'm going to have a 12 tick stop to, yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. There's 98 and I'm out and I'm done. Yeah, that was it. All right, so you saw that we got taken out again. Like I said, just a little bit of bad luck there at the end. It was that one heavy bar came all the way down to this 83. This was your zone that we were expecting the market to get long from, and boy, did it. We were looking to get long initially at 209. It went up to, 5709. It went up to 5923. That's about 115 ticks, 215 ticks rather, all the way up. And so, again, came down into it, and about 10 minutes later, it's on its way back up. That happens. Again, still a very handsome result here for us today. Anytime you could finish the day north of 100 ticks is always a good trading day. We've been on quite the hot streak here recently as well, with a number of those types of days being stacked up here. So that always makes for good trading time. So again, as always, I want to say thank you for spending time watching the videos and taking part in the information that we present here at the Oil Trading Group. And until Monday, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.